The parents of preschoolers were meeting over Zoom to discuss the topic of helping children cope with anxiety. I would meet with parents one on one to discuss their fear and concerns regarding their children dealing with such anxious times. The scheduling of this talk over Zoom was full of pitfalls. There were missing links, technical glitches. Just trying to get anything organized was chaos. We were all bewildered and overwhelmed by this extraordinary new event, the COVID-19 pandemic. But at least we were in this chaos together. No matter how much our Learning Center tried to be attuned to the needs of families and their children, it became increasingly difficult to engage with each family, given the unique set of presenting challenges. We circulated newsletters to try to tackle some of the issues we were encountering. Topics ranged from busting the immune system, moderating screen time, meal assistance, insomnia, emotional regulation, conversations and support around racial discrimination and violence, crisis centers, information, and helping children cope with frightening news and grief. This was our second meeting with the parents over Zoom. Yet again, Nora and her son Aiken were sitting next to each other sharing the screen. The little boy was holding a walkie-talkie, while his mother was sharing the challenges and adapting to the new neighborhood they had moved to during the height of the pandemic. She described his disturbed appetite, how angry and frustrated he seemed, how when she tried some of the strategies she saw on TikTok to connect with him, he pushed her away. Atkins seemed distracted and was coming in and out of view. The futile attempts of his mother to bring him back appeared as a shameful look on her face. "Is it normal?" she asked. My emotional response to this was kind of a perplexed one. I felt like we were trying to solve a puzzle together without having the picture of the box on top. Was this real? Was it in her head? I could only judge by what I was seeing on the screen and the worried tone of Nora's voice. I was hoping Nora would find comfort in knowing she doesn't need to be perfect at coping with this. I would frequently tell her in our meetings, "I'm here with you. You can breathe now." She would frequently contemplate and ask me if I thought he had ADHD, and would talk about the Facebook post she had seen describing his symptoms. She would ask if he should see an occupational therapist or a psychiatrist, as suggested by one of his parenting online groups. I smiled and pretended to have a walkie-talkie, asking Atkins what he was seeing out of the window of his new house. Atkins smiled back and cheerfully offered me a weather report in the neighborhood. Her son's nonverbal cues were telling us something important to pay attention to and connect with him. I dedicated time to help Nora to inquire about her fears as a mother during the turbulent time of stress and what she found most overwhelming when she feels like she's not in control, and how to soften her experience of motherhood. Even during this intense one-on-one time of lockdowns, Nora felt like she couldn't connect with her son. She felt everyone did it better and she was failing him. Nora seemed almost frantic to do something about Aiken, to find a way to relate and help him. She was constantly talking about social media posts and self-help books. She followed all the mommy gurus on Instagram and watched every parenting show, hoping it would give her a way to relate to her son as they both investigated the heightened times of the pandemic. She used social media as a to-do and checklist for what was normal. She posted questions to her friend groups. No matter what I said, Nora felt as though her and her son were always falling short.